What's up, fishy freaks?
Good morning. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show. It is June 15th. Can you believe June 15th? Like, I can't even
I got
believe
blocked.
it's that start to the year already. And we already felt like we missed a year, for
I know,
the
right?
human malware. So I guess
That's funny because I was
this
thinking
year's
the
going to
same
go
thing when you
like
said that.
extra fast.
Right? Well, we got to do all that catching up for last year.
I guess. It is like hot and humid down here in the South right now, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
And I know that it has been like typically what we call it a non-typical weather pattern is the word. Everybody up north is
Yeah.
hot and everybody down here is, somewhat. We're not as hot as
Hotter?
usual. Yeah. No, it feels like
Yeah,
it, but
normally it's a lot hotter here.
it's hotter.
Usually we're already hitting
But
100-degree temperatures already.
yeah, y'all are a little bit warmer than I am. But we are like not near as hot as like normal temperatures this year or this time
Right,
of
right.
year. I mean, we hadn't even hit 100 yet, which is
I
odd.
know.
So I'm
Yeah,
hoping to keep that way, but not on
yeah,
anybody
I'm okay with
else's.
it. I'm okay with it.
Not to anybody else's demise, though. Um,
Right?
anyway, so those of you who are in chat or who are not in chat, I want to let you know if you're coming in from a different platform that if you can and want to interact with us, like
Chit
one-on-one
chat.
almost, yeah, chit chat, that cross over to YouTube to Main's Tails Fur and Fins, and you'll see where it says live, the Aquatic Morning Show, and you are more than welcome to join us that way. If not, you just want to lurk your way on. We
Right
appreciate
on.
your being here. I dropped my
Absolutely.
I
Couldn't
dropped
do it
my
without you,
pen.
folks.
That's right. That's right. So at that fact,
You
you'll
see.
understand now why we say every hi to everybody that is here in chat that we do speak to.
Right. Right on. Did you see that they found two bull sharks in the Mississippi River clear up by
No.
St. Louis, 1,100 miles from the coast, all the way up
Oh
in
my gosh.
St. That's what I said. It's like, what? They're
Okay, I gotta.
evolving, that's for sure.
No kidding. Like that's like freshwater way a
Yeah.
long way.
I mean, you start getting up St. Louis area, that's pretty close to where I'm from in Illinois. You know what I mean?
Oh, I dropped
We're
my
only like
phone.
maybe 4 hours from there, where I grew up. I grew
Oh,
up right up by with the Wisconsin border.
oh wow,
Exactly, Canada.
wow.
Exactly.
Well, White
But
Chipmunks
not that far
was in
normally.
here. Ah, no kidding. Well, White Chipmunks, if you remember, was the person that we met yesterday morning and near the end of the show who had the white chipmunks,
Yes.
which I ain't gonna lie, I was like skeptical about letting
I know.
someone
I
with
was
the
really
name
digging
White
it.
Chipmunk up because we've had, the TikTok bandit going around.
Yeah.
So I was very cautious, but we're very glad that we got to meet her, and
Absolutely.
she's welcome back anytime. I'm not sure what she said there that she had fun with us, but she's also got a live stream at this time. So I don't know if she was talking about this time right now or when I set the stream up right after the stream yesterday.
Right on. Right on.
But if you are here, welcome. Thank you. We are so glad you're here. And I didn't get a notification that you were live, so
I didn't
gotta
either.
go make sure my
And I'm
bells rang.
subscribed.
Petra Man, good morning. Thanks for being here early, 6:23 a.m. this morning. Detroit Shrimp, and Aquatics.
What up?
Miss Lori. As usual, good morning, Miss Lori. My mod, our mod. What?
Right?
I'll feed you in a minute.
The mod with the
She
most.
literally comes. Lena comes to me and tells me, I'm hungry. I need to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Feed me.
Oh, talking about that, I got to let Vandy back in. Shoot. I let him out. I got to let him back. Poor dog.
Fish on.
You're back.
Good morning, Fish on. Petro Man, 1185.
What doing, buddy? Come on. Good boy. Yeah.
My fish tanks and aquatics is working and lurking. Good morning. Meat boy.
That's a good boy.
James Guppies.
That's a good boy. There you go, Bubble. Good boy.
Vinoski Taints. Good morning. Miss Susan. Good to see you. Yeah, Jay, we're kind of having, I believe, like y'all's weather normally. We usually get a lot hotter than this, but we seem to be kind of medium. Good morning, Dave. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Especially because I work outside. Whips World. Whips World. Reminds me of Wayne's World. Ricky, good morning. Degenerate Fish Keeper, good morning. If I have missed you, please let me know. I didn't mean to, but chat did jump on me. Authorities in Virginia are warning people about putting goldfish in local waterways. They are growing humongous. Oh, wow. I guess everybody's putting their goldfish in the water hoping they turn to real gold and they can recatch them one day. Darn that
Wasn't that a
commercial.
Geico commercial or something like that? Was it Geico or State Farm or something like that that had a thing like that where the guy's out there in the boat with his daughter and his wife?
Yeah. Still is.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
What?
I was messing around on the internet. Imagine that, right? I was messing around on the internet, and I got to check my email. So I checked the email, and I had an email from Petco. And
I'm sorry, hang on one second.
Yeah. I'll tell the story. But I found this really, really good deal on a 3.5-gallon aquarium. It was like, it's got like I can't remember what you call it, but it's one with the filter behind the tank itself. It's like all one thing. The tank and the filter's back there like a, what do you call it, refugium kind of thing, sort of. But it's in the back of the tank, right? No, it's not a hang on the back. It's like the whole back of the aquarium is a filter.
Okay, God, why can't think of name?
My mic is muffled?
Walter.
Man.
Walter. I don't know. Anyway, I know what you're talking about. I've got several of those little tanks.
It's 3.5-gallon tank. And as you can see right here, that's my black orchid beta. I bought him almost about a month ago.
I've got that same tank, I think, that sits right here beside me, in front of me, to my left.
Yeah. Well, I thought, you know what, he would be really good, because this one right here is like a 2.5-gallon, and I got my Scarface beta in there, the one that's got the caved-in face. Anyway, it's over-modulating. Okay, hold on. Check. How's that? Is that better? Gooder? No? Gooder? Not gooder? How about that? Is that gooder?
Sounds
Do I have any Fish Family t-shirts left? Oh yeah, I got there's a bunch of them in there. Whatever you want. But anyway, I picked that tank up for less than $60.
How much?
Comes with everything. Less than $60.
Yeah.
Pump, everything, all the media, everything. I got it for $53.
Where at?
I had the Petco.
Okay.
And it's usually like a $99 tank, and I got it for $53.
Yeah. How?
3.5 gallons, Geek Boy. I used well, it was on sale first off, okay, and then I used that Honey app. I had the Honey app downloaded on my phone or my computer,
Yeah.
right? So I,
Yeah.
I, I got a discount. I got the sale price plus the Honey discount. I was like, holy cow! I saved a bunch of money shopping with Honey. You think I'm picking up other audio? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
My
Um,
male betta that I believe I've got babies right now. I do. I really think I finally have babies. But I
oh,
can't
we got baby what?
bettas from my candy cane.
Oh,
And the problem is I can't get the male to eat
Wow.
yet. And I think he's daddying himself to death.
Oh no.
And I can't get the
How's
heat
the
up
audio?
in that tank either. I have 2 heaters in that tank, and apparently
Uh-huh.
both of them, one of them only goes up to like 76, 76, 78
Like a
anyway.
preset, yeah.
So
Preset one.
yeah, so that sounds almost really good if you can turn it up just a little bit.
Right. How's my audio sound now? Does that sound gooder?
Well, but
Susan, you
it
have a
needs to
wonderful
be
day.
turned up some.
Turned it up. Turn it up. How about that? Is that gooder?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Outstanding. Is that better right there even?
Yeah,
I don't know why the settings on this thing go crazy sometimes. I don't know.
sounds really good to me.
But
But I know that there are babies
outstanding.
in that tank, but I don't know
Wow.
if I go to messing with it too much, he could, 1, eat the babies.
Right.
2, if I raise the temp on them now that they were born in this temp,
Right.
So I'm kind of in a catch 22. I don't know what to
rocking a
do.
hard space.
Uh-huh. In fact, I'm looking at a baby right now.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's at 70. It's at 77. And usually I spawn my betta babies at 83.
Wow.
Yeah. And if they're swimming today, then I need to pull him out today. And if I pull him out today, then I can put a new heater in there if I'm pulling him out. Right. So that'll fix that then. I'll pull him out today, and then I'll be able to stick another heater in there.
Oh, I can't wait to see the babies.
Because he needs to eat.
Yeah.
He's he's even swimming slow,
like he wore out.
Depleted. Yes.
Poor little fella.
He's wore out. And he's long thin too. And he had them babies in a very tight area. So I mean he's really doing some moving and finagling where he decided to blow his bubble nest at. And but yeah. So I'm so super happy that they did. I'm happy they did. I'm so happy.
That's cool. I just can't wait to see when they get bigger.
Me too. I am, like I said, I am stoked that they did
the do.
And then apparently he fertilized them because I've got babies. So
that's way cool. Now I'm not really familiar with betas as far as breeding them. Once they lay their eggs, how long does it take for those eggs to hatch normally?
3 days.
Roughly like a week or so.
3 days, and you should see wigglers. 4 days, they should just about be free swimming.
Way cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was a little longer than that.
No.
That's awesome.
No. And I have had, I've been trying for months, like 6 months now, to have a new batch breed and raise them up. And now they finally have, but they laid them in, not the greatest conditions, right? The last batch that I had born, the same thing. I didn't actually know they did. I found the babies like a week later. Didn't know I had them. Found them a week later. Never been fed. Had no heater. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Just in a 10-gallon with about 2 inches of water.
Oh, I'll be damned.
It was actually in a shrimp tank that I was tearing down, and I had thrown them in there thinking, or maybe hoping they would, but never seen any eggs. Never seen, never did. I'll be dadgum if he didn't have the best batch I had that year. I had about 75 of them.
Wow.
And yeah. And I'm going to tell you though, you couldn't see them. Them suckers, they are tiny. Tiny. Like all you can see is it almost looks like a brine shrimp. That's small.
Really?
Look, yeah. That's what it looks like when I see them come across the thing, and now they'll be like that for a good 2 weeks before they start even resembling a fish. And then from that point, I'll start sucking them out of this tank and putting them in like a 2.5 gallon. And then that way they get food a lot easier. And then once, they start getting a little bit bigger than that, then I'll move them I just slowly move them up from a 2.5 to a 5.5, 5.5 to a 10. And at a 10, they're starting to get color. So depending on how many there are too. Right. And then from the 10, I start pulling, when I start seeing males and females, the difference.
So now how soon can you tell? How soon can you tell that you have a male or a female?
3 to 4 months for me.
Gotcha.
They grow faster overseas where they grow them out.
Gotcha.
I don't grow them that fast. Only because I don't have Daphnia. My Daphnia culture crashed, so
bummer.
I got to get another Daphnia culture. But since I have green water now, I've got more to feed them. I was only feeding the Daphnia culture when I would remember spirulina and yeast, which
gotcha.
They did good until the mosquitoes got in there, the mosquito larvae. And it seems like when the mosquito larvae got in there real bad, I don't know if they were eating them or I don't know. Something's eating them, but I kept them covered. So it's really weird. I don't know what happened though.
That is kind of strange, yeah.
Dave, they'll keep having more babies and more babies and more babies and more babies.
They're like guppies almost.
Yeah, Jay. 12 or 13 weeks is that 3 to 4 month mark. Let's see. Yeah. And so when they start really, like, the males and the females grow, okay? The males their fins will continue to grow. The females kind of just stop, if they're long fin. I don't know how the people with short fin betas tell, but that's how I tell. But the females can stay together forever, and then the males you just start pulling out as they start, fighting, starting to fight or starting to pick them, because not really fight. They don't really fight. They just start harassing, I guess. And if you have a big enough space, and this is what's weird, if you have them in a, like, say I had that last spawn and I had them in a 55 gallon, you probably would never have to separate them. They had space. Wow. Give them space. You don't have to separate them.
Huh.
But we're taught you have to separate them when they start fighting. But we keep them in such small spaces.
Sure.
There, they don't until they're ready to. Until the people are ready to start selling them. Normally, is only when they get separated.
Yeah. That's cool. Good morning.
Hey, Free.
Good morning.
Skipper, good morning. Coming through Facebook. Told him I would give him a shout out this morning. Good morning. He's working.
What up? Oh, he's working, huh?
Yep.
Working and lurking. And I hear you talk about this beta thing. It makes me just want to try brooding betas.
Try it. I love it.
But I got so many dang guppies right now.
I love it. I love those. I love my guppies. I love my bettas. My bettas will try your patience though, because they're like humans.
E, what's up?
Good morning, Kenny E. Bettas will try your patience because they're like humans. They're gonna pick their mate. Now, I got lucky and played matchmaker, and it finally played through with this candy cane female that I brought, not candy cane, cotton candy that I brought home from Florida with me from Aquashella, and this long fin koi male that I've been wanting to breed, that I've tried with other females and it didn't work. But he's not an aggressive male. And I feel like I could actually leave them two in a tank and they could live together if I had a bigger tank to put them in. But in the 3, well, I don't even think it's a 3. Yeah, it's at 3.5 gallon. In the 3.5 gallon, it's just not enough room. But he still, she never lost any. She doesn't look like the typical bettas that are bred. He never bit off her fins. He didn't, harass her to that point. Both of them still look pristine, great. So
way cool.
I'm definitely glad to have these two as a pair, very much so. And so I will, because I don't think there are that many babies being his first spawn.
Right.
At least he fertilized them though. I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in jars side by side and let her start growing more eggs again. I won't breed her for 6 weeks though.
So is there like a good time to like she has her babies, she lays eggs, and then when is it like I guess to be safe? When is it safe for them to breed again?
A lot of times your females are already pretty eggy the first time you breed them, especially if they've never been bred before. And she was full of eggs. So I put them together about 2 weeks ago, and they just didn't ever finish, I guess. But he thought he had eggs in his bubble nest and everything, and he does not build a very big bubble nest at all. So he's not gonna be one that's gonna ever have like a massive amount of babies. And he doesn't build a bubble nest until after the female is actually turned loose with him. A lot of males, as long as they see a female, they'll start building a big old bubble nest. He's just not that way. And I have another male that's the same way, so it's kind of weird. But I've had them. I put them together then, and that one didn't work out. So I put her in a jar right beside his tank, and I just left them that way. He could see her. She could see him. She was growing more eggs, though I don't think he emptied her out by any means the last go round. So I left them that way to talk to each other through the glass for 2 weeks, and then put them together. And it was maybe 6 hours later they were doing the do. So
doing the do.
doing the do, which is, it's not the same with bettas. They fertilize the eggs.
Right.
But yeah, he's looking at me right now through a big old Anubias that he's kind of got to snake his way through to the front, which that's where he laid his eggs, behind that big old Anubias and rock. And so all I can see is one of the leaves is raised up, and right out of the edge of it, I could see eggs in the corner of the bubble nest. That's all I could see of the bubble nest. I don't know really how big it was. I don't know how many eggs were actually in it. So I don't know how many babies I've got. I think it, maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen that many, but like I said, I'm at the front of the tank. They're at the back of the tank.
Right.
And I've only seen, one or two kind of flutter to the front because they can't really swim that well right now. But anyway, yeah. So I think it's fun, but you got to play matchmaker, and a lot of times it doesn't work out. They don't like the one you pick for them. And you got to keep trying and then hope that the male doesn't kill her or she doesn't kill him. Because I had bought
heard of that.
Gandalf, that really pretty male that I had raised, Dumbo, and I had bought 2 females and had them shipped from Thailand, big ear platinums. And the first one, she didn't live for long. The second one lived for a good while. I got her healthy, got her eggy, got her, egged up and everything. Put her with Gandalf, and I put them together, watched them for a little while. Everything looked normal. One was chasing the other back and forth. Everything looked good. When I came to my computer the next morning, she had killed him.
Wow.
Yep. That's was crazy. Not a good match.
Obviously not.
So, but then I did find a male, or I had a male, Casper, which was Gandalf's brother, that she absolutely adored. And yeah, so, weird. But then I ended up losing her. So, not by means of another, I don't know how old she was or anything like that. Because when you buy them from over there, do you ever really
you never know what you're going to get, really? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So is it a one?
I didn't ever get a spot
1-year-old or 11-year-old or yeah.
And I honestly think they give you the ladder. Did I freeze?
No, so I keep brushing my goatee. I'm trying out a new product in here to get it soft.
Ames, good morning. Freaky Fish Lady, Miss Holly, good morning.
I agree, Bob. 100%. I agree.
What'd he say?
He said sellers should list the fish ages.
They should, but still, I don't trust them.
Maybe kind of hard to keep up with, I'm sure, but if it's a large operation, it's probably hard to do. But I think, in my opinion, just that extra effort would probably sell you a lot more fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion, well, it's just kind of like, like the co-op, they go above and beyond to do certain things to make things better for the consumer. And I think if, some beta guys from Thailand would do the same thing, they'd probably, unleash, a massive, huge buyout, because so many people would like, oh, well, that's only so old. I think I definitely want that fish now,
Jimmy P came in the side door. I'm here. You really had me thinking you were like coming in my side door. I was like,
what?
Wait, I didn't hear anybody come in.
The hell you doing?
I'm goofy like that. That's okay.
Ooh,
human match.
Hot in here.
Women trying to kill us. Yes, I've had to go both ways. I've come back to a dead male and also came back to a dead female too. But I had bred dozens of better pairs. Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't keep. I mean, golly, you almost got to have 6 of each and hope you get a good pair out of them. I see serious
Yeah,
breeders
see,
like
even
Dean.
Bob said that
No date of
Dean
birth
does
on
the
the
same
tanks.
thing.
Yeah.
Amen. I think
I
to me that's good business. You know.
Yeah, I did that with my angel babies because I knew with having several born back, like 2 weeks apart, that I wouldn't remember. There ain't no way I'd remember. And my long fin bristle nose.
Uh-huh.
So I got some that are almost 2 months old now,
Like that.
and then some that are like 2 weeks old now. Huh?
See, I like long fin bristle nose. I need to get some long fin bristle nose.
Well, I have you
Oh well,
some.
I take that back. I have 3 albinos. I have 3 albinos.
Well, these are 3.
So
These are albino, long fin albino bristle nose.
I got 3.
And the
I'd like to
male,
get a couple more.
the male came all the way from Washington or Oregon.
Oh no,
Seattle, wherever
Washington.
Kenny is.
Washington.
Washington. I get all of them confused over there where they live. Washington and Oregon. Alex lives in Oregon? No. Who lives in Oregon? I can't remember. One way or the other.
Oregon. Kenny. It isn't right near Portland. Remember Portland, Oregon? Portland, Greater Portland Aquarium Society.
Hey, Greg. Good morning. Working and lurking. As usual.
Oh, hey, by the way, I just got an email here a little bit ago.
Oh,
For
yeah?
those of you that are members of Kenny E's and Miss Danny's channel at Daniken Aquatics, there is for the members only, he wants to do a members only stream on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and he wants to know if that slot will work for everybody. So if you're a member of 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So it'd be like noontime, roughly 11, 12, something like that for us, I think. But
okay.
if you are a member of Daniken Aquatics,
right. Yeah,
let them know.
that would be great. After
on Tuesdays.
Yeah, that would be great, Kenny. Right?
I think it'd be awesome, Kenny.
And yeah, with the Greater Portland Aquarium Society with Kenny, you guys, he got speakers for his the Fishtoberfest. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah. Fishtoberfest? I'm not looking at my notes right now, but the Fishtoberfest is Jason, Redfish, Bluefish, Alex, Secret His Life History, Sifri, Son of a Gun. Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. And Lucas Brett. So far, there's one more he's working on, but he won't tell me who that is yet.
That's awesome, Kenny. I can't make it up there, though. Sorry.
I know, right? You know what? But Joe might let me go there instead of going to Chicago.
That's a thought.
Knowing that I'll be with Kenny and Miss Danny.
Yeah.
He might do that. It'll depend on money, though. Okay, I have a question for you.
Geek boy. Yeah, what's up?
If you could be any fish, what fish would you choose?
If I could be any fish?
Yes.
Silver arowana.
What fish? Silver arowana.
Silver arowana. Because they're big.
Why?
And they're beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're beautiful. And I'm a vain person. I think it kind of fits me.
Craig Donter, Craig's Catfish Cave. Good morning.
No, they're just it's one of my favorite fish. It's probably the favorite fish I have. They're just a unique fish. And I kind of like to think that I'm unique, not eureek, but unique.
Right. unique.
Yeah, and they're just
Bob said
they're
a
really
Sebrum, the tank boss.
Oh yeah, tank boss. There you go. Yeah.
Kenny said
I wish I had a
Northern
Carolina,
Pike.
but yeah, there you go, Northern Pike. Yeah, that'd be cool too. And Gracie wants her hot dog.
Yeah, I see that. Hey, Sonny. Huh.
Craig's catfish.
I haven't made
I
can't make my mind up. Because at first I wanted to be a really pretty betta. But then with the way that bettas are treated, I don't want to be a betta. I don't want to be a guppy because I don't want to have that many babies.
Right on.
So then I started thinking, okay, salt water. What would I want to be if I went saltwater? Saltwater now and then.
Right on, Kenny. Kings of the Great Lakes. Now, if you're talking native fish, I wouldn't mind being a walleye.
Nope.
But so many people want to eat me.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like when I think of I don't know, when I think of me being a fish, I think of flowy. Of course, that's what I think of anyway. Not me being a fish, but anything.
Right.
Flowy fins, long flowy fins, like a long flowy mane or long hair. You know, I just love it.
Sure.
Like a beautiful beta.
Yes, exactly. And so, but what in saltwater has
big flowy fins? I can't think of a lionfish, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And a longfin koi would be good for saltwater. I mean, for freshwater because their koi are, well, I mean, they're mistreated too, but still, they're also worshipped.
Red-tailed catfish.
Some places, you know, so.
Right on.
I'd be the leader of a clown loach gang.
I'm sorry, I'm preoccupied for a second.
Oh, my goodness. I needed to know, hey, Kenny. Oh, when you think of me, you think of a betta. So do I. I do too. I just don't want to be a mistreated betta.
Right. Don't treat me bad.
Hey, Kenny, what was 31 and number 31 and 32? I have the numbers wrote down, but I forgot to go back and pull the fish up. So I'm gonna do the yesterday's rewind from the what streams I got to see. After us, I don't think anybody streamed. If they did, I did. What? Do what?
Jimmy P said Jess would be a beta and Rocko would be a Corey. That's not so. Really, it's not so. The Royal Pleco is 31. And the Frontosa is number 32. Frontosa's a pretty fish.
Awesome. All right. I mean, get that right.
Foxy would be a mermaid.
Yeah. See, that was another thing I keep thinking of is the other thing, even though a mermaid I don't consider a mermaid a fish, but I guess they are sort of. But anyway, I always wanted a mermaid. I don't know why. anytime we would swim, when it was me and my sisters, we would always play mermaid. But that was before they came out with the pins that you can buy, that you just, the suit, that you just pull up. It's like a tail,
Geek Boy says, well, you do have the barbels on your chin, Rocko.
Hey, you do. That's good, actually.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, okay, so back to yesterday's rewind.
Yeah, let's do the rewind.
Is Rob 93. Don't know if anybody streamed prior to that. I don't know. But if you did, you're more than welcome to throw it in chat, and I will let everybody know. So Rob 93 was on with Joey and Roxanne. You guys, that is a funny stream. You got to go watch it. It was hilarious. Of course, Roxanne is funny anyway, but you put all three of them together, and it was a blast. Although I got to talk to Joey about that darn bell. Man, that sucker's loud. You ain't paying attention. You start paying attention then.
Right.
It's like, yes, ma'am.
Bing.
Oh, it's so loud. And then we had Dan's Fish, Mr. Get Gills. That's what I call Dan, Mr. Get Gills. But anyway, he gave away koi angelfish last night. Do you, you know that he had 775 views as of last night for that stream?
Wow.
And New Austin, our Mr. Toe won the koi.
Michael Toes. Oh, did he?
Yeah, Michael Toe.
How cool is that?
Yeah. Yep, he won the. What's his new name? New Local Austin. That's it. New Local Austin. Yeah. Mr. Toe. He won the koi angelfish.
And then, Bob Kaler.
Okay, Bob.
Before Rob did last night.
Bob, I knew that. I watched some of that. I'm so sorry, Bob. I was actually lurking. I was actually lurking in that one, but I didn't have my papers to write down. That co-hosts. That's right. You co-host. She co-hosts with you, and then you co-host with her later that night. So Bob started everything off with him and Pam, and then Rob 93, Dan's Fish, Mr. Get Gills, Punchy Paints, and Bob Kaler, and Ed, right? But last night,
I believe so.
They were, it was, I don't think Ed was there last night. It was Bob and Skipper. And
Skipper.
DDP, Dustin with DDP. He has snakes and bearded dragons, and he raises the food for them. And that's all I got to watch of that. But I did get to watch some of it, and then at the same time, which was kind of, I don't know, but anyway, Kevin threw up a pop-up stream. Kevin, Kevin's Canines and Aquatics. Right as Pam started her stream, Kevin started a pop-up stream. So, and then, it's not that nobody really streamed after that. Of course, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. Powerful DDP is your guest Sunday night this week, Bob. Okay. Remind me tomorrow, or say that again tomorrow so I have it down. Well, no, I'll just write it down. Hang on.
Don't we have a special guest coming up tomorrow?
Yes, we so do. And I did talk to that special guest yesterday, and they also had a stream yesterday.
Cool.
They streamed before. I think they stream at the same time Dan's Fish does, which is Jason with oh my gosh, why did I just go blank? What is their channel name? Oh my gosh, y'all, I just went blank. Jason and Miss Joanne.
Primetime Aquatics.
Primetime Aquatics, that's it. They stream, I think, at the same time as Dan, Mr. Get Gills, but so that's where I was. I wasn't over on Dan. I was on Primetime Aquatics. But yes, tomorrow we will have Jason will be our special co-host in the morning.
Way cool.
Hopefully I don't have a brain fart then.
Oh my God.
And he said, yeah, what?
Oh. No, go. I got something to tell you when you're done with this. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I hope
I just thought
I told him last night, I said, hey, let everybody know in chat if you want to. Because I wasn't going to push my stream, on his stream. But I wanted to remind him, because I know that he probably wasn't thinking about it, that, this is what he'll be in the morning. And he said, you need to take it. He said, well, yeah, I'm going to be on with Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins on the Aquatic Morning Show, but I'm going to be there, but I don't know what you have in store for me. So, nothing bad. It's just hanging out, being a special co-host, no biggies. JFed TV, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are you? Yeah, I have a lot of brain farts.
Burp.
I do.
Half time I forget who I am anyway, so brain farts are nothing. Half the time I don't remember who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what I was going to tell you
tomorrow.
Oh, go ahead.
Good morning. No. I was just saying good morning to Scott. Where'd you go?
I'm here to tell you.
Okay.
You guys suggested Seachem Safe, so I got some.
What is it for?
It's a dechlorinator. It's like Prime, but it's not Prime. It's powder. Okay. I can see. Yeah, I can see, and I'm not going to open this up, and I'm going to tell you why.
Stinks.
If you've ever used Prime, you know how it's got that kind of odoriferous aroma. I opened this in the fish room. I opened it, and I was like I had to put the lid back on. Do you know my girl was in the living room in the front of the house, and she says, "What the hell are you doing back there?"
Oh my goodness!
It's strong, boy. Yeah.
Wow. So why did you go with the powder?
Well, because it was recommended. Kenny said something about it the other day.
White chipmunk.
Hi, white chipmunks. How you doing? But they said because I had mentioned that I like to use Prime, and they said no, Safe is the way to go. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me check it out. So I got on Amazon and had some shipped to me. Holy cow, is it super concentrated. I mean, you really literally only need just like a little sprinkle in a 20-gallon tank. Literally just a sprinkle. Like a small little pinch.
So how would you measure out a 2.5 gallon?
Yeah, like half a pinch. But it says, directions, use 1.5 grams, a quarter of a teaspoon, for every 1,250 liters, which is 300 U.S. gallons a quarter teaspoon for 300 gallons.
Wow.
As needed to reduce chlorine and chloramine, or use a quarter teaspoon for every 300 liters or 75 gallons for ammonia.
So that would be something I would think of using in like a fish store where you're having to use major amounts. But
right. But yeah,
I can't see
this container will probably last me 2 years.
Because I've got such small tanks. So measuring out.
That's what I'm saying. You just need it's a little pinch.
A 3.5 gallon.
Right. And exactly, Bob, exactly. If you have large aquariums, like 75s, 100s, 125s.
Yes.
It would be
it
awesome
makes
for
very
that.
good sense for those. And then the other thing is, it would make sense for someone that has a small fish room, but that pre-mixes their water and say, like a trash can,
right.
Their water but right. I don't. And I just, now that I've got the Python, I just let mine fill up and I squirt, with my pump on my, I have the API brand.
Bob brought up a good point. And you know what, Kenny? I can imagine why it lasts months there. Honestly. This one little, how many ounces is it? 8.8 ounces treats 60,000 gallons. 60,000.
That's a lot. All right, White Chipmunk. Well, thank you, girl, for stopping by again. We enjoyed you so much. And I want you to be a special co-host on here with us one morning, like from start to finish.
That would be awesome.
If you can work that. Yeah, one day. So, heck yeah. Someone go to my morning meeting for me. Geek Boy?
No.
Well, you can take us with you.
Right. You can pay me.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
for
Craig,
big
I can
fish
see
rooms.
where exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So, I mean, I got, like I said, was it 9, 10-gallon aquariums? I got a 40, I got 420s, a couple 30s, and then I got the 25 behind me, or 25 behind me. And that thing will probably last me a year, maybe 2.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, I'm definitely okay with that, because I was literally spending $15 every month, to go, and then I got to drive to San Antonio or order it on Amazon to get, to order, $15, maybe even, $30 depending, on Prime.
Darby.
And this CChem Safe,
Right.
I can spend the $11 on it and have it for 2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
if it'll last that long.
Right. It scares me. It's too concentrated for me.
Nah,
so if I make a mistake, y'all buy the 8-pound tub of it. Oh my word, Miss Lori.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wow. My goodness. Okay. I'm going to.
You can use this while you're cycling your tank too. It helps cycle your tank.
How does it help cycle your tank?
CChem is complete concentrated dry conditioner for both fresh and salt water. Safe removes chlorine, chloramine, and ammonia. Converts ammonia into safe, non-toxic form that is readily removed by the tank's biofilter. Safe may be used during tank cycling to alleviate ammonia and nitrate toxicity. Detoxifies nitrate.
It alleviates ammonia.
Nitrite and nitrate, allowing the biofilter to more effectively remove them. Safe is non-acidic and will not impact pH. Safe will not overactivate skimmers. Used at startup whenever adding or replacing water. Way cool.
Yep.
So my question is, because I know Prime, they say that you can't overdose Prime. That's what they say. So I'm wondering.
They say you can't overdose prime.
That's what they say. That's what I've
wow.
read in places. Yeah. You know, safe is like if you like with this, you have to be kind of precise. You're not necessarily precise, but you got to be real lenient. You know what I mean? Don't put a bunch in there. But they're saying, you know, prime, you could, you know, this is, one cap full for 10 gallons. Here, put 3 of them in there just to make sure, and you'll be okay.
Right.
That's what I've read and heard. But I think I'm gonna really like this a lot. Well, I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but make sure you have a fan blowing air out the door or out a window because it's concentrated. All right, it's got a concentrated stink too.
And if you have to use it so much, it sucks the way that it smells like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even prime smells funky, you know.
I use the API. Safe what's it called? Safe? No.
The dechlorinator? I
don't remember what it's called. Yeah.
I used to use it a long time ago, and I can't remember.
Hang on.
You use prime in your shipping water.
It's called Stress Coat.
Stress Coat. Yes.
That's the one I use, and
Ali Sean knew.
Ali Sean knew. Yep. It you know, it's got the pump on it, and it's 1 pump per gallon.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yep.
Pump.
So RB says he doesn't like the thumbs up. So I'm assuming he's the one that gave us the thumbs down. What a guy, RB. You know, Miss Gina, I'll say this. I like the Fritz products. I like Fritz products, but for personal reasons, I will not use them. Just, you know, my thing is when I talk to somebody one-on-one and they treat me like I'm lower than they are, I no longer have time for you. I don't care if you fall off the face of the earth. I'm a man just like you are, and I put my pants on one leg at a time just like you do, but you will not treat me differently because I'm not a big-time YouTuber, you know?
Sure.
I refuse. So if that's all I gotta, if I gotta just not buy your product to prove a point, then that's what I'm gonna do. So there.
Well, mine don't have any issues, Sharpie. He says that stress coat isn't good for the bettas because of the aloe can coat their live breath organ. But
really,
I don't have any problems.
Yeah, I was gonna say none of my betas have ever had. When I used it before, I never had any problem with it.
Right. I mean, I have a little bottle of prime too, but
I have to say I really do like the Seachem products, though.
Yeah. No, I do too. I like
I really like Seachem. I've never had an issue with Seachem at all, ever.
Oh, Brightwell. I like Brightwell, but I don't think Brightwell
makes a really good product too.
Do they?
Right, Brightwell makes a really good product actually.
But honestly, I haven't had any problems with stress coat, and it's so easy to get. I don't have to order it. I just pick it up when I run out. No, stop by the store. I forgot. I'm doing water changes and I'm almost out. You know.
I never had problems with it with my Oscars. I'll say that. Stress coat did really good for my Oscars back in the day.
It just caused too many issues throughout the years.
Oh, okay, RB. I gotcha. He's like, "Hold up, Rocko. Let me make sure." Yes, somebody being silly again. It's a thumbs up from down under.
Sharpie is here.
Yeah. Exactly, Sharpie. Exactly. You know, I think it is. You know, I like to give everybody a fair shake, man. I don't take anybody for granted. I don't take anybody at face value, man. You got to show me. You know what I mean? I'm not even from Missouri, but you got to show me. You know, but beforehand, I'm going to give you a fair shake, just like everybody else. I mean, because not only am I not better than anybody else, but whoever I'm talking to is not better than me either. We're equal here, man. So treat me right, I'm going to treat you right, and I will treat you as best I can for anybody. But the minute you treat me like I'm less than you are, nah, we got a problem. And I'm going to let you know. Trust me.
Sharpie, no. Guess what, you guys?
Oh man, what's that? It's that time. I'm a fish nerd.
That's right, y'all. This is our beloved
fish nerd,
Jason with Jordan Aquatics and Fish Nerd.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jason with Jordan Aquatics. Thanks for joining me. What the heck is that noise? Do you guys hear that? What the heck is that noise? I'm a fish nerd. A fish nerd. A fish nerd. A fish nerd. I got 400 tanks in every room of my house. There's not a prayer in the world of me finding a spouse. I'm spilling water on the floor and all over the wall. No matter if it's carpet, I'm ruining it all. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd. Scientific names just rolling out my mouth. I love cichlids from the north and plectals from the south. There's a whole lot of folks up in the fish fam. There's Corey and Bob and Jadron. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. Petco and Walmart, stop killing my fish. I'm tired of rescuing betas that are dying in a dish. Every employee, they just seem to be lost, selling Oscars with guppies. But at what cost? I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. It's Saturday again, heading to the fish store. I'm addicted to fish, I need more and more. I keep buying more fish, and I don't have the room. I'll put them in the bathtub, let the buy-in resume. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. Doing water changes all day and night. I can't get the pH where it seems just right. I do 10, 20, or 30%. So many fish, they need to pay me rent. Fish nerd, fish nerd, fish nerd, fish nerd. Sucking up the water crap going up my nose. I can't seem to stop making fish room videos. YouTube, I love you, but you ain't paying squat. Gotta keep a real job, don't like it a lot. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd.
All right. How about that? Oh, dang, I can't get back to where I'm trying to get back to. There we go. How about that? Not related to the tube, but I gotta head out for a knee injection. Oh my gosh, Bob. I need to go get my shoulder injected, so I gotta call the doctor after I get done.
I wonder if they do body injections.
God, I wish.
Both my knees are shot. Both my shoulders are shot. My back, my neck. I need a backiotomy.
All right.
Oh, cold-blooded monsters, stick around. There's more to come. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we have Mr. LRB.
Mr. Placo.
With Mr. Placo. Where the funk
Where
you
the
at?
funk you at? Thank you, Miss Lori. I know y'all bouncing in your seats over there too, dancing in your seats.
Right?
I know y'all doing it. I know y'all doing
Always.
it.
Rob 93.
Mr. Blanco Cat, where the funk you at? Mr. Blanco Cat, funky Blanco Cat. Mr. Blanco. Driftwood Rider, Ultimate Hider, Algae Eater, Good Tank Cleaner, Nocturnal Feeder, Good Breeder, Mr. Blanco Cat, funky Blanco Cat. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Where the funk you at? Mr. Blanco. Funky Blanco Cat. Tanks on, 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 eating high, eating high, eating high, eating high, Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco.
Done. I know y'all bouncing your seats over there.
Oh, monsters.
See, what happens is we're going to get a whole bunch of these people making really cool songs like that, and we're just going to open up a morning show club. You have a bar, you can get your juice and coffee, and if you go in the back, you can get a cold beer if you're getting off work late. We'll have a dance club.
Sounds good to me.
The morning show dance club.
That's right. That's right. All right.
With DJ Funky Fresh Jess.
All right, you guys. Getting Miss Roxanne and Snails is coming up as soon as I get my hands on it. And then, why can't I never pull hers up?
Well, thank you, Cold-Blooded Monsters. I appreciate that comment. That's awful nice, man. Thank you. Rob93, how are you, buddy? You know, when I get into my fish conversations with my friends and stuff, you know, offline, obviously, I always bring up that interview that Rob did, man, with me.
Oh yeah,
I have to say that was like kind of like one of the high points of my YouTube career was being on Rob's show.
Was definitely
with him
mine
and Kenny.
was definitely a hoot with his.
Yes, and you know what? Rob's a great guy. And so is Kenny. Kenny's like one of my YouTube idols.
Oh hell, it
was a good time.
Kenny is my Okay, there we go. Now, Kenny's my YouTube coach.
Man, Rob, you know what? I give credit where it's due, my friend.
He's more than that too, but. Right. Snails, you guys. Snails.
Get you some. We got no sound. Ms. Jess, there's no sound, girl. You forgot the audio share button. We got a good video, though. I would sing it, but I don't think you guys would like that too much. Scott's Aquatics, good morning. How are you?
No.
Jess, we have no sound.
No video?
No sound.
There was no audio?
No
well,
audio.
Son of a biscuit. Sorry, you guys. I put it on there. I can hear it, so I assumed everybody else
I was going to
hear
sing it, but then I thought twice about it.
I walked off to let the dogs out. I'm so sorry. Well.
Who let the dogs out?
Let me try that again, huh? You got to hit that little button. You should be able to, it shouldn't do that. It should just
automatically.
Do it automatically. If you're sharing a screen, it should share the audio, right? But it don't.
Take care, Mr. Dave.
And I thought I'd
Be
check
good, buddy.
Bye, Mr. Dave.
Make sure y'all are sharing the show, too.
I don't have a problem or anything.
That was our lovely Miss Roxanne, who was on on Rob 93 last night. Vancouver Island. Thanks for showing up and being here. We appreciate it and welcome.
Absolutely.
All right.
Father Fish, good to see you, buddy.
You guys, Father Fish got in some fish the other day.
Oh.
You have to go and check out that little video he's got of the fish he got in the other day.
Dave said he had to stop and watch it before he left.
Awesome.
Take care, Dave.
Well, I got
good,
one
buddy.
more.
Yes, if there's children in the room, you might want to ask
right.
your mom and dad about this one.
That's right. Danny Weshy, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for lurking.
Danny, what's up, buddy?
All right. This is Stephen P. 2003. The Moody Gardens wrap.
Yeah. Moody Gardens in Galveston, Texas.
That's right. And this is parental
advisory suggested.
Parental advisory suggested.
Sharpie.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm here at Moody Gardens. I beg your pardon. I gotta get the shot in this spot for my fish too. I wish you would move your ass, stop touching the glass. I hate to harass, but let me take a little vid right fast. Yeah, it's Nemo, it's Dory, we all know the story. But don't forget Bruce and Crush and Bubbles and Gil. See if you can find them and let me film. Now reef preservation is quite a virtue, and every creature in the ocean has evolved to hurt you. Always swimming around, not making a sound, will take you down, you won't be found. And the scary motherfucker is invading every bay now. And speaking of pain, this is insane. Look at these jellies and let these death monsters entertain. This spot is pretty placid, probably better on acid. The lights, the motion, dripping on the ocean. People call them jellyfish, but I think you got the notion. A fish is a fish, and this is a jelly, I'm telling you, fella. And this is called the X-umbrella. Nigeria, this might be my favorite area. You don't see this every day in Aquaria. And before we pivot from this exhibit, I must admit it, I got another jelly tidbit. If you've never been mired in Hydra, you might be surprised to find these guys reside in the same phylum. Hark, it's a shark, it'll bite you and leave a mark. It's kinda cool in a way, I could watch him all day, I say. But we gotta go, cause he's moving kinda slow, and I wanna pet a stingray. Now is my first foray, but I can't see the moray. The eel, for real, up in the coral being steel. I'm gonna try to find him while he's too busy hiding. Let's jump in the other line, I wanna see some seals. Of course, I know my rhymes are forced. You're getting bored, you can't afford to hear no more. So here's my last report. It's a motherfucking seahorse. Surprise, bitch. It's a freshwater verse. I don't need to coerce or be terse. This song's getting worse. I just spit a random word like salami, so I can say, man, that's a big ass gourami. Now this is pretty weird, it's not my typical vibe, but if you're entertained, then I think you should subscribe and hit the like. I know it's trite, but the algorithm's always right, so tell the feed you want to see more of me, Stan D 2003.
Wow.
I just wish that I could rap and rhyme like that.
Right. Yeah, I can't spit no bars like that. No way.
Right?
I'm just not clever enough. I can ad-lib songs,
No.
but not the same.
Yeah.
Way cool, way cool.
Well, Miss
wake
Patty
up.
thinks they're getting a little overexposed, and Miss Gina agrees. But
It just gives us a break. That's all.
that's right. It gives us about a 3-4 minute break to run, grab her some coffee, smoke a cigarette, and go to the bathroom. For real.
Right on.
But
I ate a
I don't
burrito.
think. I mean, a new person hears them every day, and
Right.
I think we need some more people to sing some more songs, and we'll play some different ones.
Right. We're still waiting for Terry. More
That's
bars
right.
in the cell tower. That's right,
And I'm
Rob.
still waiting on Kenny E. The duckweed dance. I got fingers crossed. I know you're gonna do it for me.
The duckweed dance. I can't wait. The duckweed.
More bars again. I'm thinking of a song. You do that, Rob. You need to.
Right on, Rob. I think that would be way cool. I know Terry's trying to do one to
Thanks,
Wasn't it a
Cold
Rush
Blooded
song, I think?
Monsters. Glassbox Hero isn't finished, is it?
I don't know.
Denny,
He's a
if it's
glass
finished, let
box
me know.
Hero. With guppies in his eyes. He's a glass box hero.
Okay. Yeah, I knew y'all were working on it. So that's why I haven't played it yet.
Right.
Because I didn't think it was finished. But as soon as it is finished, I know Terry said he'd let me know. You've got it written up, Patty?
Way cool. Way cool. So we should do one for
right.
like that Chris Stapleton song Tennessee Whiskey. I think we should do a song for that. Maybe
Yeah.
a parody.
What are you gonna? Don't drink the fish water. Drink too much fish water.
I look for fish in all the wrong old places.
Yeah. All right, you guys. This is a part of the show. After the first part of the first hour,
Tennessee
we
Mafia.
put
There you go.
the link in chat and welcome anybody that wants to join us, has anything to say, wants to show off a tank, anything like
Right
that.
on. Let's see what you got.
And that's right. And then later near the end, we show or we tell all the events that we know of that are coming up, and all of the streams that we'll be doing today. Though everybody's got, kind of a lineup for the rest of the day that we know of. If we do not say something, then that means we don't know of it, and you are more than welcome to let us know, and we will put it in the lineup. For real. Trying to get over so that I can pin the link.
Right, all right.
It's just moving slow.
I hear you.
By chance, did you, Rocko, have a chance to talk to that guy to see if he had was going to be able to make it?
I'm waiting.
Make the logo.
I just checked.
CRISPR or okay.
Yeah, I just checked and I haven't heard nothing back from him yet.
Okay, all right. Then because I got to call Jason. I mean, I've got the number and everything. I'm telling him I call him today.
I mean, like I said, we can just use the original one and then fix it.
Well, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one unless he says, that it's not clear enough for him not to. And then I'll go back to the
he might even have
first
software
one
that can do that.
I know. I'm sure there is, but I don't have time. I don't have time to figure it out right now. In fact, I
totally get it.
Chewy, I was supposed to send that file to Chewy yesterday, and I forgot that link that he told me to download or whatever so that I could share the file. I lost that link, and so now I don't know how to send him that file
or something.
File share.
I think it's like file share or share file or something like that.
And you guys, I wanted to say that even though we do not have the video from our sponsor yet, we are sponsored by the Waterfront from Utah, which is Guppy Guru is a partner of. And so that is our sponsor. And then we sponsor Florida Fish Rescue and RB, Animals and Aquatics.
And don't forget about Miss Amber.
And we are doing that. Miss Amber and
Papa Shrimp.
Papa Shrimp. I thought there was something else. Someone else I'm missing.
Sing a song to him. Let's get it on, Sharpies. There you go. Let's get it on.
Okay, there it is. Ow. All right.
Let's get
Copy.
it on. How you doing, Deborah? Oh, send this file is what it's called. Sendthisfile.com.
There we go. I'm back. I just froze. try this again. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll just do that. How about that? Thank you, Miss Lori, for putting those links in chat. I really do appreciate it.
Right on.
I wonder if I still have that banner. I do, but I need to edit it.
God, I'm getting
too
hungry.
many things at one time.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Copy.
Well, I checked my email, but another surprise was in it. Uh-oh. What was it?
Huh?
Chewy said, well, checked my email, but another surprise was in it. So I'm wondering what the surprise was.
Oh, really?
Share the info, brother. It's a
Wasn't for me.
horse.
Right? I was thinking the same thing. I'm all of a sudden I keep freezing.
Danny. Oh, cramp in the thigh. Ow, 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 ow.
Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. That's a long banner, but it's there.
It's there.
Fresh out of fishy videos this week, so it's looking like a ghost story.
Why is my phone acting retarded? Uh-oh.
Well, Chewy, what was the surprise, man?
I know, I'm waiting. Did you get a seahorse?
Oh my goodness, I need to tell you, since I got my saltwater tank really going good now, well, sort of going good, it seems to be going through a little bit of another kind of algae bloom. It's just not real as clear as it should be, but I finally got all the nitrates down, it seems.
Okay.
So yes, Scott, I got it. Thank you. I'm working on getting that downloaded as well. But how about that? I'll just register in Facebook.
An old friend was celebrating her birthday.
Anyway, I got my parameters closer to where they should be, right? And now I had so many crabs just appear, like a bunch of them.
Appeared?
So I've probably got at least 10 of them now. Appeared, like come up out of sand. They're happy, so they're out and about now. And I also have, I think, a baby hermit crab. Like, he's teeny tiny.
Oh, wow, way cool.
But I think it's a little teeny tiny hermit crab. So I guess if I do have that, then I need to go get some different size shells because he's not going to have anything to grow into, right? Isn't that how they work? That's right. I've got crabs. I've got happy crabs now. Really, Sharpie? The area you live in is so ancient. There's paranormal tales. You could go on for years. Wow. Yep. I've got some happy crabs. I'm going to do a video on that.
See what happens, Sharpies.
I think I'm gonna get some axolotls from Bob.
Oh, way cool.
Yep, I think when they get old enough, I'm gonna get some from him.
I think somebody bought a T-shirt today.
Oh, really? The Aquatic Morning Show T-shirt?
I don't.
Did you put one with the new logo on it yet?
No. And I think it looks like it's probably. Let's see. Oh, these are my purchases. Let me get a deal what I want.
We've got churches, etc., that are over 1,000 years old around here. The city of Norwich was once a fully walled city. Really? Like the Berlin Wall type thing?
Oh wow, way cool. No, he's talking like cities like that are what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like King Arthur times when they'd have like a big, like a city would be like engulfed in a wall to protect the citizens from the bad juju and stuff, you know. Like a castle wall, yeah, except it goes around the entire city, yeah.
Wow.
Kind of like
Good morning, Chewy.
The Mayans and stuff used to do that too.
Good morning. How are you doing?
What's up?
Good.
How booked are you up until August?
Not.
I have a friend that I have a friend that I would like for you to interview, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'm busy right now, so.
He has a son.
I'm teasing.
He's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's into fish. But he's also an ex-musician.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do you know Jack?
Do I know who?
Yes, I would love to get a hold of Jack and Dan.
Yes, well, Jack and I have known each other for years.
Awesome. That would be great for him to come on.
That was who I was thinking of.
Oh, way cool.
There is another.
That's awesome. You want to get a hold of him for me?
I can try to do that, yes. I talk to him all the time, actually. So, you know, I was hoping that you would do that. Because
heck yeah.
he can sing and he's actually quite brilliant. You know, so.
Yes.
You know who else is actually a deadly musician. Who has
what kind of music do you
both of these guys play music. They both play metal. Dan used to be a drummer singer. And the other guy I know that used to be a musician is Big Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
From Ohio Fish Rescue.
Yeah.
There are a few others.
Jack and Dan would be great. I know Miss Rachel Leary's gonna come on one morning with us pretty soon too.
Oh, yeah.
That would be way cool too.
Yeah.
And then I still haven't gotten with Ed about what day, but didn't I say next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Or did I not?
That's what we're gonna try. That's what we're kind of
Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send. In fact, let me do that as we're talking. That way I remember. Because if not, I won't do it. I'll text Ed, and that way when he gets up, he can get it.
But I was thinking Jack and Dan would be kind of perfect, because they have got a variety of animals too.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
I actually have his CD.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He sent it to me about a year ago.
Wow.
Of his former metal band. Cleveland, Cleveland, it rocks,
No.
Yeah.
I don't, but
It has a big rock and roll history, Cleveland.
okay.
Yeah.
And then with Ed, we're talking guppies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to remind you.
But it's a certain guppy, though, isn't it?
We're actually talking about probably about 3 guppy strains that we're planning on crossing.
Gotcha.
So, and the ideas behind it.
Right on.
So how are you this morning? I feel rough. I was up pretty late.
Yeah,
You're supposed to sleep at night, buddy.
That'll be the. Wait, what is today? Today is the 15th.
Yeah. Halfway through the month.
So next Tuesday will be the 20th. Yeah, Chewy, if you don't mind, I guess email him. And I'm other than that Tuesday and tomorrow, everything is still, it's open. So if he can choose whenever, just let me know.
You'll have better luck getting Jack at night.
Yeah.
My belief. Because he works as a nurse. So I don't know what his hours are, but I've seen him on shows at nighttime. I've never seen him on like on a stream.
Danny said he's a musician too. I can't play anything.
I'm a wannabe.
I can't play anything. You do or don't? You know what I think of? I don't know why it just came in my brain is one of those fish on the walls that when it sings, it pops its head over and it starts singing and then it comes back. What song
Billy Bass.
Sing? Yes, Billy Bass. I don't know why I just started
the dog's barking.
Here,
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't remember what song it sang though. I don't remember. That was so funny. I think it sang, did it repeat? I don't remember. Dadgummit. Darn it. Chewy, will you throw your email in private chat for me again, please?
Yes, I can do that.
I've got that other thing, I believe saved now, so I should be able to send it to you. The free trial.
How long of a video is this that I'm dealing with?
Not long, not that long, maybe 5 minutes max.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. I won't have any problems. Anything
yeah,
over
it's not that
50
big.
never had problems with that.
It's just a small it's just a small interview. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
I've got 2 of them actually, but we'll see what we can do with this one first.
Well, I've only got a few programs that can help me, but it's like I'm not in a recording studio at home. When I get to Victoria, I'll be able to do anything because like it's like high grade recording and that type of gear. Like right now, I use a couple of pieces of software, not real equipment. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yes,
All
I
right.
got my nickname Chewy because we drive a ship that has big consoles, right? So that's how I got my name. Big hairy beast that I am. Seriously, I still have hair down to my waist.
Wow.
While most of my friends have gone bald, I still have hair down to my waist. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
My hair's down to my waist. I had Joe trim it last night. Took an inch off the bottom just to kind of
Right.
Even it off. It was looking kind of bad, but I didn't have time to curl it or whatever, so I didn't. Just didn't have time.
I know how long your hair is, right? So yeah, I know. It's a pain in the butt.
Takes an hour. Yeah. It really is when like you're working outside and you're sweating. Like I have to get it completely up and on my head and off of my neck because it gets wrapped around and underneath my arms like that, and it sticks.
Yeah. Well, if I lived in
Can't stand that.
I wouldn't have long hair, but I live in a very cold climate, so it keeps me warm in the wintertime. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But if I lived in Louisiana, like a hot, humid place, I'd have short hair too. You know?
Yeah.
Long hair's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I think it's so hot down here, it makes the men lose their hair.
Yeah. That and wearing hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it should be very close. There it is. All right.
Well,
let's see if it sends to you.
Very, very best with your file that I possibly can with the noise removal equipment that I do have.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the better you can do more with it, I'm sure that I can, because I use Wondershare to do my editing with for now anyway, and that's all I've used so far, and I just know how to use it, so I do. Well, but it takes some of it, but it can't take enough of it to bring our voices out to be louder.
Yeah, well, the thing about Wondershare, okay, the thing about the audio editors in video editors, they can only do so much anyhow. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I have to do is split the audio from the video, forget about all of the video, and just concern myself with the audio. And there are, it's called demultiplexing, and when you put it back, it's called multiplexing.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens is, okay, like let's say that I was an investigator for your government had worked investigating the shooting of John F. Kennedy per se. Okay, this is kind of some of the stuff that I've done. Okay. My concern is not blowing up the picture. My concern has got nothing to do with the picture. My concern is how I hear that audio and how loud it becomes and how soft it becomes. And what's the noise factor in between. So I don't even look at the video. And then when they put it back together, then you can see the whole picture. Yeah.
Right, because I can remove the
horrific audio. Okay.
Yeah, I can remove the audio completely, but I can't. You know what I'm saying. But
yeah.
Mike, you got your new glasses.
I can.
Good.
I'm so happy I can see far away again.
How far can you see? Can you see to the future?
I can see like, you know those big red signs with white letters on them that say "stop." I could actually
stop.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of important when you drive.
Yeah, it's useful. It's useful when you can see stuff. Yeah.
Tell him he still looks like an old grandpa though.
Really? Anyway, that was all.
Shiny.
Thank you for that, Rocko.
Thank you, Rocko.
That's right. I think you're right there with your
glasses. I'm so glad you said that. I forgot mine. And I'm going to get a headache if I don't use them. Yeah, no, he lost him in the ocean when I finally can get that video finished. Yep. When we were out there swimming in the ocean. And that was he said that was the first time Huh? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, you're in it.
Well, yeah, but are the glasses getting lost in it?
Remember, because Liz, I don't think we seen, like, it wasn't that close, because Liz did it for me, and I didn't want her to get it, like, right up on us, just enough to see us out there, jumping the waves like we were doing. And but not as close, to see, like.
Gotcha.
I don't know, because we're all in bathing
She was back
suits
with Heather when she was
thing like that. So I was like, no.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So to let you know, Jess, I actually sort of like brought this up with Dan, like on one of his videos. So I said, I might have somebody to interview you and your son too. So, so I have brought it up before. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I always wanted to do it, but
Bye.
I never get a hold of him. Do what? What did he say? I didn't hear what he said at the end.
He was like talking and
I do stream.
There you go. That's the old logo, the old new logo, but that's an example. So there you go.
Oh,
did I send you the one that I did?
It doesn't show up that good.
Oh.
That's a nice shirt.
I mean, I can show it to you if you like. I can do it for you real quick. Hold on. Whoops. Here, let me do this. There. Let me do this. Okay. Now, there are coffee cups and glasses and stuff like that too. Since it's the morning show,
he said that was all by. Dang, that was quick if that's what he said, because I didn't understand a word he said when he was leaving.
Oh, I couldn't understand him either.
That'd be cool, Chewy.
Let's see. Let's make another one so we can see. And why is it not letting me do that?
Mike, you didn't have to drop off. Just saying.
Right? That's all, folks.
I was like, all right, gotta go back. That's all.
So
Bye.
I actually had fun yesterday.
Oh, really?
Impressive.
Yeah, I actually stumped the Dan.
Uh-huh.
He never
Dan
heard
who?
of Dan's Fish. He actually never heard of
Really?
the fish that I knew about. He goes, I have only heard of 2 species.
Ah,
Yeah, in that
oh,
genus.
a killifish.
Yes, a killifish. I was actually shocked that he didn't know about it. I was going, you don't know about that? And he goes, no, send me the information.
Is that the one? Is that the one you were talking to Miss Jen about last night?
Yes. I've shown the picture.
Okay.
Yeah. He goes,
I didn't get to see the picture. I was driving, but
it's like
hey,
a vulnerable, one of those vulnerable, endangered, like killifish that is limited to a certain population race area. So it's heavily vulnerable, heavily threatened, you know.
Mike, I'm not awake enough to be on stream yet this morning.
And it's not even listed on CARES. So I actually was actually
so how do you get it?
World Wildlife Fund gave me some resources on it, and believe it or not, Wikipedia
So
has
how
a
do
link.
you get the fish?
I don't think it's available, to tell you the truth.
Oh.
I've never seen it in the hobby. It's one of those fish that you never see in the hobby, you know, that kind of thing. Like a lot of people think that there's species of fish that aren't even in the hobby. That's how ridiculous it is. And that's how come you have to do your research.
How come people aren't getting it to conserve it? I guess is the word.
You're dealing with the Mexican government. Whether or not they can
Good luck with that.
get it out. Like a lot of fish do not come out. We just go in and catch the fish. A lot of fish are different than, let's say, catching fish in South America. A lot of fish, you have to go and have the license to go and fish for it, to go and catch it in the wild. And then some places
you have to have a separate
fish. Some places make you breed the fish to bring it out of the country. They won't let you have the fish that you catch. Costa Rica is like that. There's very few fish in the hobby from Costa Rica. They're all just generally sickness. Yeah.
So you have to have a different license to catch. Like you can't just have a fishing license. You have to have like a specific.
You have to have a specific permit to allow you to catch that fish, and then each government has got their own rules and regulations upon how you import those fish. Are you allowed to import the fish that you catch? Do you have to breed them on site? Don Conklin, who has got a cichlid, like a big cichlid site on the website, he specializes in Costa Rican fish. He has a breeding facility in Costa Rica. He's not allowed
in Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica.
In it, okay.
Okay, so he can't catch the fish and set them out. He's got to first breed the fish and then send out the fry.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing. You don't see a lot of fish out of certain areas that you know are endangered because of those policies. Right now, they're trying to restock Malawi because the first attempt went sour. The Malawian government doesn't want any fish from the hobby. They'll let them catch the fish and rebreed them again. This is like an American Cichlid Association project that's going on. It's got to do with the Salausi, the Pseudotropheus salausi. They rebred the fish about 10 years ago, and they're still having number problems, so they have to do it again. Doesn't matter if the hobby has it or not. They're still
usually within the
every time the government.
Hi, I'm back. I'm still not awake enough, but I do have coffee now.
Every time the government introduces a fish, it is the government that does it. It's not people. It's the governments that do that. That's why we have the IUCN, and that's why we have CITES. The IUCN Red List is all about all endangered species. CITES is the control and the trading of those species and how they're reintroduced back. That's how those sanctions of governments work.
Is it too early to start drinking?
Drinking what?
Heck no. Hey, I'm gonna run down the list of the events coming up real quick, you guys. We've got the ACA convention July 23rd through the 25th in St. Louis. The Fishtoberfest, which is the one that our Kenny E is putting on with the Greater Portland Aquarium Society. Fish Swap October 10th, and he's got Alex, Jason, and who's the other one? I forgot. Hang on, I got it written down. Alex, Jason. Oh, and Lucas, duh. That's on October 10th. Aquashella Chicago is August 14th and 15th. Dang, that's coming up fast. Aquashella Dallas, October 30th and 31st. Catfish Cataclysm is in Wisconsin, October 8th through the 10th. The Aquatic Expo is in Arlington, July 24th. Next weekend, you guys.
Woohoo.
Anybody's around and interested, I'll be there. The ALA, the American Live Association.
We're going to the ALA.
The Aquatic Expo the Aquatic Expo in Arlington.
Oh, I would be going to the ALA in Florida.
Yeah, well, that's in October. That's October 21st and the 24th.
I will be going
I'm going to Aquashella. Well, Aquashella Dallas is the next weekend, and I can't go to both.
I would be going to the
9th International.
Especially
well, maybe next year they'll have it on a different day.
Especially
if
you're looking for fish, I would be going to the ALA. Especially if I was looking for fish.
Yeah.
You see, one's a trade show, the other is a fish show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Well, I'm trying to get the Aquatic Morning Show out there, so I'm going to go to the trade show this year. Maybe next year I can make some more dates.
Because I don't know where
the swap meet for Chattanooga
is going to be next year, but they have a tendency of going farther away from you than Florida. I'll just say that. Like, I'm surprised that because they need big clubs to have their conventions, and there's not many big clubs in southeast. You know what I mean? Like
they might like
done by you.
Right. They might like it enough to come back to Miami. Who knows?
Yeah, well,
there's a swap meet in Chattanooga, Tennessee, August 7th.
It's sort of like the American Cichlid Association. They move theirs around from place to place too.
Right?
Sure.
So it could be in Boston or it could be in like Los Angeles next year.
Yep. There's also the Deep South Guppy Show, July 31st through August 1st. That's in Nashville, Tennessee. See, I'd like to go to that, but probably won't go to that one either. There's Aquaticon, going to be put on by James Fishroom Fever, Chattanooga Ed in Knoxville, Tennessee in September, but we don't have a set date for that yet. The Keystone Clash is in Pennsylvania, September 24th.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Aquaticon.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something those guys would put together.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the
Comic-Con,
Keystone Clash in
but-
Pennsylvania, September 24th to the 26th. I think that's all that I have. But there's something in I think there's something else going on in Greenwater or Greensboro or something like that I heard last night, but I didn't get to write it down. I wasn't where I could write it down. So.
Hey, Kenny.
That's what I got. Rocko, what you got?
What I got. Here's what I got. Let me pull it back up again. I got it right here, right in front of me. No, I got it right here. I'm goofing around with a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Let me do this too. How about this? Bingo.
Natural Aquarium.
We
do
have.
that. Have a good one.
We have Big City Betas at 1 o'clock today. Peck Tech is at 4 today. And these are all Eastern time, by the way. Aquascaping 101 is on at 6 this afternoon. Fish Talks and More, Amy and Foxy at 7. Sir Pronalot is on at 8. KG Tropicals is on at 9 o'clock. I thought they changed to 8. Okay, anyway, 9 o'clock
I think they did too.
for KG Tropicals. Fish Room Fever is on at 9:30. Chattanooga Ed is on at 10:30. And Aqua Balls is on at 11:30. Be there or be square.
That's right. I doubt Amber will stream. And I don't think Pet Tech is streaming either. And I don't know who Aquascaping 101 is.
Morning, Big J.
We got Miss Roxanne and Mary Page. No, look at the hot.
Hey, Big J. Hi, Gina French.
Hot Mess
The Hot Mess
Express.
Express. Yeah. And then I believe I don't know who Sir Prawn a lot is either.
I don't either, but I like his name.
He does
Australia. Sir Pronalot's from Australia.
Yeah, it's I thought KG Tropicals is on at 8 o'clock. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They both go on at the same time.
And then okay. And so there you go. There's the lineup.
Yeah.
And you guys, that's the show.
That is it. Make no mistake.
That's the 2-hour show. Is there anybody going to go on next today?
Do you know of
Anybody?
do you know when Jason's going to be on your show?
Tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yes,
Yep. In the morning.
Okay. Yes. I'm actually looking forward
right,
to
you
that because his stream time's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody in the morning. We will have Jason from Primetime Aquatics will be our special co-host. So that'll be your time to ask him whatever you want. Although it's not really an interview. You know, he's just coming to hang out. We'll do our normal things. We'll just chit chat with him while we do it.
Woo woo.
So
They said woo woo.
thank you everybody for being here today. It's been a blast, but some of us got to go to work. now.
Yeah.
What is that
So,
you speak
I
of?
love you guys. Do what?
I gotta work myself. Send me the file. I'll get to it as soon as possible.
I did. I already sent it. I think it. Yeah, it said it sent. Done. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Something
yep.
else to do. So I'll let you go.
All right, you guys. Thanks, Mike, for popping up. Thanks, Chewy.
Bye, kid.
Absolutely.
Rocko. It's another
God
good
bless,
morning.
guys. Take care of yourself. God
Love
bless.
everybody in chat.
You're the best.
Y'all go check out
You're
the
best.
waterfront.
And don't drink the